Are your joints feeling stiff, achy, or harder to move as you get older? Discover 6 powerful daily habits that can help prevent joint deformity, reduce pain, and keep you moving with comfort and confidence no matter your age. From simple stretches to smart hydration, this gentle, motivational guide is designed especially for viewers 60 and up. Small changes can lead to big relief. Let's take care of your joints together. Have you ever woken up in the morning, swung your legs over the edge of the bed, and paused, just for a moment, because your knees didn't quite feel like they used to? Or maybe it's your fingers once nimble and quick, now a little stiffer when you're trying to button a shirt or twist open a jar. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Aging brings changes, it's part of life, but pain and stiffness don't have to be the norm. And more importantly, joint deformities don't have to be your future. You see, our joints carry us through every moment of the day, walking, cooking, gardening, hugging our grandkids. But as we age, those joints can start to wear down. Cartilage thins, ligaments stretch, and if we're not careful, small aches can turn into serious problems: crooked fingers, swollen knees, or even lost mobility. But here's the good news: there are small, daily habits that can genuinely help you protect your joints and keep them healthy and strong for years to come. So today, let's talk about those habits. Not complicated routines or intense exercises, just simple things you can do every day to stay mobile, reduce pain, and prevent your joints from changing shape. The kind of changes that sneak up over time, until one day your hand doesn't quite look the way it used to. Let's get ahead of that together. Let's start with one of the most overlooked, but powerful habits for joint health: gentle daily movement. Now, I'm not talking about high-impact workouts or hitting the gym for hours. I'm talking about the kind of easy, fluid movement that gets your joints warm and your blood flowing. Think of it like this: your joints are like hinges on a door. If you don't move the door for weeks, it creaks. But if you swing it open every day, even just a little, it stays smooth. You don't have to go far. A short walk around the house, a few minutes of stretching in your favorite chair, even just slowly raising and lowering your arms while watching the morning news. These kinds of movements keep your joints lubricated, literally. When you move, your joints release a substance called synovial fluid. It acts like oil in an engine, reducing friction and protecting the cartilage. Without it, joints get stiff and creaky. With it, they stay supple and pain-free. Now, here's a tip that makes a real difference: start your day with a warm-up. When you get out of bed, take a few moments to roll your shoulders, flex your ankles, stretch your fingers. Think of it as saying good morning to your body. It might feel silly at first, but you'll be amazed how much easier it is to move once your joints are gently woken up. Next, let's talk about posture, something we don't often associate with joint health, but it has a huge impact, especially as we age. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to slump when you're reading or watching TV? The shoulders round forward, the neck tilts down, and over time, this puts serious pressure on your spine, hips, and knees. And when those areas take the strain, joints can shift. That's when we start to see deformities: curved backs, sore knees, fingers that don't straighten like they used to. But you can prevent that. And again, it doesn't require drastic changes, just small awareness shifts during your day. When you sit, try to keep your feet flat on the floor, your back supported, and your shoulders relaxed. If you're watching TV, place a small pillow behind your lower back. If you're reading, lift your book slightly higher so your neck isn't bent for long stretches. And if you're standing for a while, say, doing dishes, engage your core gently and shift your weight now and then to avoid stressing one side more than the other. And here's something surprisingly helpful: standing up straight, with your chest open and your head aligned over your shoulders, actually makes you feel more energized too. It's a confidence boost and a joint protector rolled into one. It may take a little practice, especially if you've gotten used to a slouch, but it's worth it. Your joints will thank you every single day you carry yourself a little taller. Now, this next habit is one that many people forget about, but it's absolutely crucial for keeping joints healthy and strong: staying hydrated. Yes, water. Simple, ordinary water. You might be wondering what a glass of water has to do with your joints, but the connection is real and powerful. Your joints are surrounded by that synovial fluid we talked about earlier, and it's mostly made of water. Without enough hydration, that fluid becomes sticky, thick, and less effective at cushioning your joints. Think about how a sponge behaves. When it's dry, it's stiff and brittle, but when it's full of water, it's soft and flexible. Your cartilage is the same way. Staying hydrated keeps everything moving smoothly, reduces inflammation, and helps prevent the wear and tear that leads to deformity over time. If you're not a fan of plain water, that's okay. Herbal teas, diluted fruit-infused water, even broth-based soups can help you stay hydrated. Just try to limit drinks that dehydrate like too much caffeine or sugary sodas. And if you notice your lips are dry or your energy dips suddenly, those might be little signs your body is asking for more fluids. A simple glass of water might just ease your stiffness more than you expect. And here's the best part: when you combine these habits, gentle movement, better posture, and proper hydration, you're not just preventing joint deformity, you're building a lifestyle that helps you feel better overall. More balanced, less fatigued, more in control of your body and your health. Now that we've touched on how movement, posture, and hydration can keep your joints feeling smooth and pain-free, let's talk about something you might not expect to be connected to joint health, but it absolutely is, and that's what's on your plate. What you eat every day plays a quiet but powerful role in your joints' future. It's not about dieting or counting calories, it's about giving your body the right fuel to keep inflammation low and joint tissues strong. See, certain foods can act like natural medicine, while others silently add to the wear and tear in your joints. Let's keep it simple. Start by adding more foods that fight inflammation, like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish. These foods are rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, which help protect the tissues around your joints and reduce swelling. Less swelling means less pressure. And less pressure, that means less chance of your joints shifting out of shape over time. You don't need to make big changes overnight. Even adding a handful of walnuts to your breakfast or swapping white bread for whole grains can make a difference. If you enjoy salmon, that's wonderful. It's one of the best joint-supporting foods around. If not, even a simple drizzle of olive oil on your salad can help. It's about adding support in little, manageable ways. On the flip side, it's good to be mindful of what might be quietly working against your joints. Foods high in sugar, salt, and processed oils can trigger inflammation and make joint pain worse. If you notice your fingers feel stiff or swollen after a sugary snack, that's not your imagination. Your body is telling you something. But don't worry, this isn't about cutting out everything you love. It's about finding balance and choosing the options that help your body feel better, not worse. And speaking of how your body feels, let's talk about your weight, because it can make a big difference in your joint health, especially when it comes to your knees, hips, and ankles. Now, I know weight is a sensitive topic, but this isn't about appearance or trying to look a certain way. This is about reducing pressure, plain and simple. Imagine carrying a heavy grocery bag in each hand all day. By the end of the day, your arms would ache. That's what extra weight does to your joints, particularly the ones that support your body, your lower back, your knees, your feet. Even just 5 extra pounds can put up to 20 extra pounds of force on your knees when you walk. Over time, that pressure wears down the cartilage and can cause the bones to shift or deform. But here's the encouraging part: even small changes in weight can bring big relief to your joints. You don't need to aim for a massive transformation. Losing just a few pounds, slowly and steadily, can ease joint strain and make movement more comfortable. It's about making life easier on your body, not harder on yourself. And one of the best ways to support a healthy weight and healthy joints at the same time, believe it or not, strengthening the muscles around your joints. You don't need a gym, and you don't need to lift anything heavy. In fact, you can start right from your favorite chair. Think about the muscles that surround your knees, hips, shoulders, and spine. These muscles act like shock absorbers. They take the load off the joints, protect your bones, and help you move with more control and less pain. But when those muscles weaken, which often happens with age, the joints have to work harder. That's when misalignment happens. That's when we start to see joints shifting in ways they're not meant to. So how do you build strength without hurting yourself? The answer lies in gentle resistance. You can use light hand weights, resistance bands, or even just your own body weight. A few slow squats while holding onto a sturdy chair. a couple of bicep curls with soup cans, lifting your heels off the floor while seated to strengthen your calves. These may sound small, but over time, they make a real difference. And here's something beautiful: when you build even a little strength, everyday tasks feel easier. Getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, walking longer distances. It's not just about preventing joint deformity, it's about reclaiming independence and confidence in your body. One of the best things you can do is find little windows in your day to move and strengthen. Waiting for the kettle to boil, do a few arm raises, watching your favorite show, squeeze a pillow between your knees to gently activate your thigh muscles. These tiny efforts, repeated daily, become habits, and habits become transformation. What I really want to emphasize here is that this isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Your joints don't need perfection, they need care. And they especially need care that you can give comfortably and confidently every day. You've already come this far in life. You've overcome more than most people will ever understand. You deserve to move freely, to stay active, and to enjoy your life without being held back by aching joints or crooked fingers. These habits seeking to reduce inflammation, light muscle strengthening, and supporting your weight in healthy ways aren't about turning back time. They're about honoring your time and making sure your body is still able to support the things you love to do. Let's keep that momentum going. You've already taken a big step just by learning and showing up for your health. And the best part is, the habits we've been talking about don't require expensive treatments or complicated routines. They just need your consistency, your patience, and your willingness to take small steps that matter. Let's keep building on that foundation with something we don't often connect to joint health, but it can be a true game changer: your sleep. Now, you might be thinking, what does sleep have to do with my knees or my hands? The truth is everything. While you rest, your body repairs. It restores tissue, calms inflammation, and gives your joints a break from the constant work they do all day. And if you're not getting good sleep, your joints don't get that healing time. Over time, the pain builds, the stiffness lingers, and small joint injuries don't recover like they should. I know sleep can get harder with age. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's just a racing mind or a restless body. But here's something gentle you can try: create a little wind down time before bed. Give your body the signal that it's time to shift gears. That might mean dimming the lights, drinking a cup of herbal tea, or turning off screens a bit earlier. Try a few light stretches before bed, nothing intense, just enough to loosen up your joints. Rotate your ankles, roll your shoulders, do a slow forward bend from your chair. These small moves help release tension, increase circulation, and prepare your joints for rest. And when you wake up, they'll feel less stiff and more ready to carry you into the day. If you wake up feeling achy, try warming your joints with a heating pad for a few minutes in the morning. It's like giving your knees or fingers a gentle hug to start the day. These little rituals are soothing, but more than that, they're healing. And now, for the final habit, one that ties everything together in a powerful, emotional way: staying connected. You might wonder, what does friendship or social time have to do with my joints? More than you might think. See, when we feel lonely, anxious, or disconnected, our bodies carry that stress. Muscles tense. We move less. We forget to eat well or hydrate. And over time, the body pays the price. But when we feel engaged, when we laugh, when we talk, when we feel seen, our whole system responds with calm, with healing, with better sleep, better choices, and yes, even better joint movement. So don't underestimate the power of a phone call, a walk with a friend, or even chatting with the neighbor. If you can, find a simple movement class for seniors in your area: achy, chair yoga, water aerobics. These are gentle on your joints, great for strength and posture. And just as importantly, they surround you with others who want to feel good, just like you. And if you prefer to stay home, that's okay too. Even following an online class or joining a virtual group can give you that feeling of being connected, that spark of motivation, that gentle reminder that you are not alone in this. So now, as we reach the end of this conversation, let's pause and really take in what we've talked about. None of this has to be overwhelming. You don't need to change your entire life overnight, but you can drink more water. You can sit up a little taller today. You can take a short walk after breakfast. You can choose one meal that helps, not harms your joints. You can do a few arm curls while the coffee brews. You can stretch your legs before bed. And you can call someone you love. These are not huge things, but they matter. And when done daily, they're what prevent those painful, frustrating joint deformities that make simple movements feel impossible. It's about protecting your independence, your comfort, and your peace of mind. And you are absolutely worth that effort. You've made it through decades of life with strength, resilience, and wisdom. Let this chapter be one where you care for your body with the same love and attention you've given others. Let your joints carry you into the things you still want to do: gardening, dancing, walking by the sea, playing with grandkids, or simply getting out of bed and feeling good. You deserve that, and it's never too late to start. If this video helped you feel empowered, leave a comment and share your story. We'd love to hear how you're taking care of your joints. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more gentle, inspiring ways to feel better every day. Here's to strong, flexible joints and a life full of movement, meaning, and joy. Stay well, stay moving, stay connected, and remember, your best days can still be ahead.